Hi everybody, welcome back for another semester. The video I want to put together for you guys today is just about getting Netbeans installed and kind of up and going on your machine. I'll have some more videos for you on some particulars for using Netbeans, etc. As we move along. So to start off, just go to the Netbeans site, click on the Download Netbeans Now or Get Netbeans Now link, or follow the link I put in your course notes, or not your notes, in the announcement form. The version that we're going to get, we're going to download, for this example anyway, the Java SE version. You can pull the all version down, but the SE is fine, and you can pull down the other little bits of it as you require. So you're going to click on this. It's going to take you to this page here where the download should automatically start. If it doesn't, just click on the Download It Here button and you'll pull the file down. You still can't install Netbeans quite yet. You do have one other thing you have to do, and that's get a JDK or a Java Development Kit installed. The one I would suggest you pick is the standalone JDK. So you click on the standalone JDK link, it'll bring you to this page here. When you click on the Download Java button, which is the one that we want, the first one, what you'll find is you'll have to accept the license agreement, and then you can pick which version that you're going to download. This is dependent on your operating system, so if you're running a 32-bit version of Windows, then you pick the 32-bit version of Windows. If you're running a 64-bit version of Windows, you pick the 64-bit version of Windows. The same is true of the Linux and the Solaris, although I doubt any of you guys are running Solaris. So once you have that pulled down, what you need to do is you go and you install this file first. So first you install your JDK. Standard install is perfectly appropriate, so just say yes to everything, install it on the default locations. It'll also prompt you to install a program called JavaFX. We're not going to use that program, but you may as well install it since it'll be all in the JDK section anyway. So the next thing we want to do after the Java Development Kit's been installed is we want to go through the process of actually installing Netbeans. So I'm just going to do that by just clicking on it here. Oh, hang on, no, wrong one. Clicking on it here. And I'm just going to say yes and let the install begin. So I'll just pull it up so we can see it. So here again, we're going to do pretty much a straight install. So we're just going to say next. We're going to accept the terms of the agreement. We're going to accept the terms of the JUnit test too. The default locations of this are perfectly fine, and it'll automatically find your JDK if you have one installed. So again, you'll say next. At this point, it'll just tell you where it's installing the stuff, what else is going to be turned on, and how much space it's going to take. You just pick install. Takes a few minutes, around the 35% mark. It kind of bogs down for a second or two. Don't get too worried about that. The language packs take a little bit of time. The other part that you'll find takes a little bit of time is the kind of last half. So your icon should appear on your desktop, which you won't see in this particular case because it's going to be just off the part of the screen that I'm capturing for you. But the screen capture or the icon will appear on your desktop when you hit about the 45% mark. So it's being kind so far. Oh, it's making a liar of me this time. It paused on me the last time I tried this at that particular point. What? That's good. I also lost my voiceover at that point. This is the second time I've shot this video. So anyway, while this continues to install, it shouldn't take a whole lot longer to okay, if it's a different, no, it's paused there for a second too. So here we go. It's doing a little check to see what's installed, what's not. At this point, the icon should be on your desktop. And now we do the last half of the install, which doesn't take too long. So the whole idea of us using this IDE instead of just using Notepad is kind of similar to the reason that you guys use Visual Studio to do your C# stuff, or we use Dreamweaver to do our HTML stuff. It's that all the different bits and bobs and options that all these things that we're going to be working with have. It's really hard for any one person to remember. And as we kind of get into more complicated classes that we make, the IDE will actually let us expand this out and do its thing to kind of hint us along the way. Now, I'm not going to allow for the contributed stuff to do. I'm not going to provide my information for contributing to make their product better. I could, but in this particular case, I didn't. At this point, the program's installed, and I'll start it up. It's going to be a little bit big for. It's going to open up a little larger than my screen, so I'm going to have to resize it so that it'll all fit inside what I'm capturing here. But we'll just give it a second or two now. Alright, and I'm just going to resize this so that it all fits inside of our window here. So this is our IDE that's installed, and we're just going to test to make sure something's here by starting to make a new project. So we're going to say new project, we're going to pick Java. These are the types that we can pick. We'll normally be going Java application. We'll say next, and it'll give us the particulars of where we put stuff. Now, at this point, I'm going to stop this particular video, and I'll show you some other little hints and tricks as to how to use this to kind of speed your way through the stuff as we get into it. Anyway, guys, that's it for now, and I will talk to you all later. Bye for now.